This is the part 2 video of me showing off the fans that I'm going to be selling off. If you remember from the part 1 video, I was showing the Venco fan. Now we're going to be moving on to the Ward signature fan. So my camera stopped because I had to delete a bunch of photos and some apps and some videos that I took off of my mom's phone. And that's why the camera stopped for part 1. So this is my awards signature fan. I got this fan for Christmas of 2017 from my dad's friend. That he gave me this fan. I really like this fan. But I'm getting rid of this fan because this fan doesn't really blow a lot of air at all. It's very noisy. It's pretty noisy. But the good news is I fixed the oscillator on this fan because when I first got this fan, the oscillator wasn't working on this fan. So I fixed the oscillator on this fan. And this fan is a 1-speed fan. So here we go. And you can see it doesn't even blow any air. You can sort of feel some air a little bit, but it doesn't really push a lot of air. And here's off. And now it's a quick spin down time. So let's move on to the next fan. So the next fan I'm gonna be showing off is this little Nat Marnurk Jack Frost fan. I'm getting rid of this fan because it's not in that good a shape. And the fan is a little off balance. The fan head is pretty loose, and I can't really repair that. I tried, but I couldn't fix the looseness of the fan head that 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 is on the base, and this fan is basically sickly basically has a slow startup, and it'll take a few minutes um to get up to speed. And this fan is also a 1-speed fan. Here we go. This fan is very quiet also. And this fan is pretty loud also. But it'll hush up a little in a little bit. Yeah, it's already starting to get quiet. But it sort of vibrates. Yeah, it's starting to sort of hush up right now. But this fan pushes a lot of air. That's why I got this fan. So let's turn off this fan. Let me see if I can unplug this fan. Let me see here. Let me see if I can wiggle it. Here we go. And here's off. You can see it. It's sort of off balance. So yeah, here's the Jack Frost fan, made by Nat Monarch. Let me move to the next fan. That will be the Robinson Myers fan. Here's the Robinson Myers fan. I'm getting rid of this fan because the oscillator on this fan is actually broken. I tried to fix it to see if I could get it working. If I can get it working, but the oscillator is permanently broken on it. I'm getting rid of this fan because this fan is from the 1950s, and I'm getting rid of this fan because I actually have an older Robinson Myers fan that I got last year from my local flea market that I started to go to. And that Robinson Myers fan is right there. And that's the older model that I'm keeping. You can see the grill is sort of bent up. And when I got that fan, the person who was selling it, he wanted to get rid of that fan. He wanted to sell it for 50, but the guy said, I could have it for $10. And, the fan grill is actually on backwards. Actually, it's upside down. Actually, I'll be making a video of that fan in the future after I get the girl fixed, and I'll be making a fan video of that fan in the future. But yeah, but here we go with this fan. And I do believe this fan is also a 1-speed fan also. But here we go. Here's the on. I don't know how many speeds this fan has, but here we go with on. And this fan pushes a lot of air. Also, and here we go. Look. Off. So this fan has a 1-speed switch on it. The older Robinson Myers fan that I showed you has 3 speeds on it. This one only has 1 speed on it. So let me unplug this fan and then we'll move on to some cheaper fans that I'm going to be getting rid of. But if you do want those cheap fans that I'm going to be getting rid of, I will tell you where you can buy any of these fans at the end of this video. Let me unplug the Robinson Myers fan. Okay, let me stick the Robinson Myers fan right there. I'm going to plug in the Lasco tower fan. So here we have my Lasco tower fan. This is the Lasco twist tower fan. When I was little, I always wanted one of these Lasco twist tower fans because they had oscillation with it. But when I was little, my mom actually got me a black chill out tower fan instead of this one, because they were not for sale anymore when I was little. But I remember when I was when I was little, I remember when I went to Walmart, I used to see this fan when I was little, but I told my mom I wanted to get this fan for myself when I was little, but when my mom went to like Target or like Walmart, she said that she couldn't find this fan for sale anymore. So instead, my mom bought me a black chill out tower fan instead of this one, because this fan wasn't for sale anymore when I was little. So instead, she bought me a black chill out tower fan. That sucked, um, but a few years later, I actually found this at my local Salvation Army store, and this fan actually came with the original box, but the box I actually got rid of because the box was pretty damaged. But if you remember, I made a slideshow of some of my fans, and this fan was actually in the slideshow with the original box, but I don't have the box anymore. I do believe my mom or me or my dad stuck the box in the recycling bin a long time ago when I first bought this fan. But I don't really use this fan that much. I used this fan for like one summer out on the sunroom, and I thought uh, this fan would be used more, but I don't really use this fan that much anymore. But here's with high, it will make it oscillate. This fan really pushes a lot of hair. And here's medium. And here's low. And off. So we'll move to the next cheap fan, and that's the Holmes One Touch window fan. Let me set the camera down. And let me plug in the Holmes window fan so I can show you that running. Alright, here's the Holmes window fan. I got this fan a long time ago from Target. I do believe I paid around 15 or 20 bucks for this window fan. I bought this window fan because we needed a reversible window fan for my sunroom. This window fan got used a lot throughout the spring and the summer for my sunroom. That's why it's so dirty and all that. Still has the window panels for the fan, but every time that I ran this fan in the window out on the sunroom, it would make this annoying annoying vibration sound. so I had to stop using this window fan because I don't know why it was making that vibration sound. If this fan was too big for that window, or I don't know if this window fan was leaning too back against the screen for the window, but this window fan still runs, and if somebody wants it, so they can have it. But this window fan actually has two speeds, low and high. I almost said three speeds. It only has two speeds, low and high. And after I used this Holmes window fan, I actually used my 1-speed Marvin window fan on exhaust for the sunroom after I used this window fan, and the Marvin window fan didn't really really it did an okay job, but instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the Marvin 1-speed window fan in the window on intake in the family room.